Hey, I'm PJ Antonic from Oak Development and Design, and we're going to go through the next several weeks showing you 4 or 5 projects we're working on. Some of which are spec houses like this one you see here that we're paying every cent to build. How's your $90 hammer?
That's so much easier.
Others that we're working with customers to build their houses. The goal for us is to share really what this business is all about. Inspection number 1, down the drain.
Remember, kids, don't try this at home. We're professionals.
I want to share the reality of what we do, how we do it. I'm teaching Ernie how to do Instagram stories. We strive to deliver a product that's a lot unlike anything else on the market. We look to build turnkey houses. We don't cut corners. We do it right the first time, and we make decisions that's on brand to what we expect and hold ourselves to every single day. Heart of Oak is brought to you by Timberland Pro. Always do, never done. By Pella Windows, perfectly beautiful. And by Cam Appliance. Make your next appliance a Cam appliance. At Gardner Street, what we're trying to do is basically take a 1950s ranch, take the top off it, and go up. The main house has a great foundation, it has really good solid walls, it's a really well-framed little house. Rip the roof off, reframe a second floor deck, and then from there go up, add a second floor, and add a third floor, which we're not going to finish out of the gate, but someone can finish down the road, so it'll actually be a full walk up. Then we have 215 Hersey Street, which is a brand new job for us. It's really exciting because it'll be our first full tear down and build from the ground up. Unfortunately, as much as I want to save it, everything is rotted out. There's severe termite damage in the place. Check out all this termite damage up in here. None of this house was salvageable. You know, taking houses down is a bummer, but sometimes it can be a good time.
It's kind of doing what it's supposed to do, other than the part where it starts.
You can tell we haven't used that chainsaw in a while, and the blade is shot, so instead of wasting time going to get one, Ernie's gonna do his machine magic and just make it rip. Yes! Hour 2 and the thing's almost completely down. I think the biggest challenge for me is the fact that I'm running a, basically multi-million-dollar business out of our bedroom.
Gas has to work.
You know, working out of my truck is just only going to work so long. So I think what we're going to do is build a tiny house office. This week we're going to pick up the tiny house trailer.
We can sell just the trailer, which is the foundation of the home, one of the most important parts of a home. And then from there they can do the insulation, put the subfloor down, frame all the walls, do all of the finish work, and pretty much build the entire house with the exception of the foundation.
I'm a proud owner of a big metal frame. A project like this is actually a renovation that I'm managing for a client that approached me when they saw our last house that we built. They've got the foundation done. They're gonna start framing that deck tomorrow. So typically decks, we're not worried about until way down the road, right? But by having these guys do these now saves me a ton of work. I was just saying, it's a good thing that you did this, or else I would have broke that pipe. Foundation's in. We got the deck on before the snow came. We have 18 inches of snow coming this week, so trying to get ahead of that. Right now I'm in what will be the mudroom, which will go through this wall. And then I'll walk through a cased opening here with barn doors. And now I'm in their new living room, which leads into the kitchen. We've got a bunch of fires to put out this morning. Hersey Street has water in the hole. We gotta pour a foundation there, so we gotta get the water out. The problem is it froze. The lovely New England. Why don't we live in Southern California? So we're gonna try to ice melt it, put a sump pump in, and get that operational so that when it warms up at the end of the week, that'll empty out and we can put forms in next week. I really gotta invest in a really nice braided discharge pipe. I tried to find some better piping. Everybody was sold out. See if it works. Whoa! Works. This isn't the most sophisticated setup, but once the stuff thaws out later this week, it'll get the job done. All right, let's see if we can get this thing to rock. Heads up, camera guy. You're gonna get wet. Oh yeah, you should see it pouring in over here.
Here, let me hand you this camera.
Yeah. All right. I didn't know if this was really gonna work, but look at that water pouring in. That water's coming in from under all this stone. So by pumping it out right now, that ice will start to drop. And the goal is that it'll be clear by next week. So I'm gonna let this run all day. Mission accomplished. Why don't we grab a cup of coffee and then come back and check it?
Sounds good.
So hopefully we'll get it pumped out over the weekend and then we'll, freeze back up so the ground won't be soft for the cement mixer.
Now, another question. If you wanna throw another one in, just for now, remember that other spot that I dug? That's
Yep.
all full of stones. So if you could dig that out, get another piece of ADS pipe or whatever, and stick that in the ground.
Oh, you know what?
dig
I
it-
have
that way you can-
I have a section of it at home. Maybe I will do that. Hey, I gotta run. I gotta grab this. It's Jim.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Talk to you later.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, any preference on where you want the doorbell chime?
Jim, I think you should go wherever you would like. I'm gonna be there in about 5 minutes.
All right.
Okay, see you then. I can see Jim in that hole. Wondering if I can find something to poke in. Can I get to you? I think the height is fine. Yeah, so the chime will go there. That's perfect. So this is one of those video doorbell buttons. So it goes right to your smartphone. So it just needs traditional wire, and I've never done one, so that's all I really know. What else is up? Anything else?
You see all the stuff I ripped out yesterday?
Our goal was to save the ceiling in here. So Jim had to rewire the lights because we couldn't figure out how the lights were wired. So this is the result. He found 5 junction boxes and all this wire kind of intertwined like spaghetti up in the ceiling. And he did that by cutting through the floor upstairs.
Yeah, good times.
Pretty happy I wasn't here for that. Today we need to get the tile order figured out because
Tile.
tile.
Love tile.
Love tile. Because some of this tile can be like 8 weeks out, right? So
What tile ends up being like 8 or 9 weeks out?
it all depends on what's available from the distributor. It could be anything, right? It's all about timing to make sure I have everything in time for the tile guy so that we can keep rolling.
Timeline, PJ.
Timeline means money.
Kind of what I'm envisioning for this house because it's a little bit just more traditional. I think that we go, neutral, but like a warmer tone. I kind of want to do something other than just like white subway tile. I know that that's like really versatile. People love it. I think that we can do a subway tile that's a little bit more, has a little bit more to it.
This house is kind of leaning toward that classic style and design. It's not really farmhousey, so we can't go too eclectic with the tile.
I know that it's more expensive, but I do like how this is a little warmer.
It's going to cost us an extra $300 for an entire kitchen, so it's kind of a no-brainer to go this direction.
I really like this. Good job, Lizzie.
Pella window designs. They're tested from -40 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit and subjected to wind-driven rain. They're even engineered to stop hurricane debris from penetrating your home. All with distinctive style. Pella windows and doors, perfectly beautiful. For traditional to modern homes, choose our Architect Series wood windows, now with a limited lifetime warranty.
Selecting the best appliance for your renovation can be a lot of work, and CAM Appliances is here to help. We have the largest selection of appliances in southeastern Massachusetts, and it's our pleasure to help you select the best appliance for you, your home, and your family. Right now, with Cafe Remodel Rewards, save up to $1,500 off via mail-in rebate with the purchase of a customizable Cafe Appliance Suite. All the newest features in one showroom. It's going to be so easy. Make your next appliance a CAM appliance.
All right, so we're in the middle of our cold snap. It is currently
So
5
cold.
degrees. We should have jackets on.
The iced coffee.
And she's drinking iced coffee. But we're at Blue Tile today to pick out the tile for Gardner Street. And then after that, we're gonna do a bunch of other miscellaneous things for Hersey Street and Crows Lane. Joe, good to see you.
How's it out there? Nice?
Freezing.
Freezing.
Yeah.
So Gardner Street, we've got 2 bathrooms, a backsplash.
I would love to do something for the backsplash that like warms up the kitchen, but that's shows the texture. There's not a lot of backsplash.
Yep.
So I think it can be something a little bit.
27 square feet. We were thinking something like that.
I like the difference in the edge. That's kind of cool, PJ.
The texture, of course, is a little bit different.
Yeah.
So it's still traditional in a sense, but
Sure.
it's got its own.
What's that a square foot?
This particular one was $23 a square foot, which is it's handmade, so it's a bit more expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other one on the table over there, it's a very similar pattern, was probably a third the price.
I like that.
What's that one? I know that it's more expensive, but I do like how this is a little warmer.
In a kitchen like this, it's only a question of 27 square feet, right? So to go with the handmade piece that gives it a lot, you know, a nicer look, a nicer texture, it's gonna come across with better quality. You know, it's gonna cost us an extra $300 for an entire kitchen. So
We
it's
go
kind of a
with
no-brainer to go this direction,
better
even
one.
though I would typically go for the cheaper one. All right,
Kitchen
that's it,
backsplash?
done. That's how we roll.
I really like this. Good job, Lizzie.
For the master bathroom, we've got the beveled feathered gray.
And then a Asian statuary 1x2 herringbone honed.
And you're okay with this?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
It's gonna be very nice.
So the name of the game in our business is a fine balance between quality and price, right? When you're flipping houses really fast and you're doing, you know, smaller houses in 45 days, you might go, you know, really inexpensive on some finishes just because your margins are so tight.
Using a bigger tile is more cost effective, and I think, you know, as much as I would love to see something like a really nice marble
weave
or like
yeah.
a hex tile or something, this just sort of blends.
But in our business, we're selling bigger houses. They're basically custom houses. But we still have to keep in mind that we can't break the bank. It's still, you know, we still have a budget. We still have timelines we have to hit. And we don't have a customer yet. So we have to make sure we're picking finishes that will appeal to a wide audience. So for example, in the master at Gardner, we spent the money on the shower floor with a really nice marble tile
It's kind of neat. And then I guess it wouldn't be as slippery because there's a lot of grout.
at $17 a square foot. But to save some money and to save time on the rest of the floor, which is about 220 square feet. Definitely not doing basket weave for the master floor because it's 220 square
Well,
feet.
I don't think I want to do that.
We went with this 12 by 24 tile, which will go down really fast, so labor costs go down, but it also gives the look of a marble at $4.24. So at the end of the day, we're saving a lot of money here, getting the same look that we want, but then highlighting higher end tile in an area that's kind of more of a focal point like the master shower. Thanks, man.
Thanks.
First job of the new
Good
year.
to see you.
First job of the new year, many to come.
Yeah.
It's like carrying a banana, 16-foot banana, $180 of nails. It's unbelievable what this stuff costs nowadays. You want all the nails up here? All right, let's go check in with these demo guys. Oh man, that looks like cash money right there. Since I'm here, Do you want to try to get this thing out of here? I mean, it's too good of a boiler to not try to give away or do something with it. Give them a discount for lifting it up the stairs.
Please enter your access code. The host has joined the conference.
Mid-Cape Home Centers carries a large variety of Geldwin doors
Including fiberglass exterior doors.
that are built to withstand the rigors of our coastal climate. To learn more,
Go where the pros go for experience that builds. Mid-Cape Home Centers. Quick, reliable orders and deliveries are hallmarks of Mid-Cape Home Centers.
Along with quality brands like Geldwin fiberglass doors.
Aurora fiberglass doors that can be customized for any home. To learn more, go where the pros go for experience that builds. Mid-Cape Home Centers.
Hi, I'm PJ Antonic, owner of Oak Development and Design down on the South Shore. Since 1848, Mountain One Bank has been serving local Massachusetts communities. Mountain One has been our trusted partner for lending since we started our business and has worked with many of our customers both on long-term mortgages and residential construction loans. Whether it's keeping a balance on a checking account or helping us on a multi-million-dollar build, Mountain One Bank helps keep us moving forward every day. Oh man, that looks like cash money right there. Oh, it's not so bad. We're actually trying to save this boiler. To either give it to somebody or sell it on Craigslist or do something with it because it's still a really good boiler. It's kind of crazy to just toss the thing. Since I'm here, do you want to try to get this thing out of here? I mean, it's too good of a boiler to not try to give away or do something with it. All right, what side do you want? We should probably put that side on the dolly, right?
We might.
All right, we're gonna abandon ship. This thing's staying here. We're not moving it. It's too heavy. We're gonna try to sell this on Craigslist and see if someone will come and take it away. Give them a discount for lifting it up the stairs. So Pete's framing the gables and the gambrel gables for the second floor so they can get the roof framed up.
It'll look something like that.
It'll look something like that.
Well, we're building a gambrel gable out here, and it has to match that one almost precisely so the roof all carries through. Everything needs to be pretty much identical. Not pretty much, it needs to be identical.
So what do? You strip the top there to try to match it?
Well, I can do most of it by measurements. You know, I can come down. This will be the height of my gable if I come down there. So it needs to be about 13'2".
With the gambrel, do you lose floor space inside because of this? Because of this funky.
You actually gain a little bit because you get such an extreme pitch on the shoulders. So you gain a little bit as opposed to a conventional, regular frame, A-frame.
So this is the way they're framing this. They're framing it down flat, which is like, for me, very difficult to crunch all the numbers and understand what I'm doing on the flat and then stand it up. But what Scotty's doing here, he's putting in the window that will face that direction, right? So this whole thing will get plywooded and trimmed out with crown, and then it'll get pushed up and propped up and held up. So everything's done on the flat, everything's done so that once it's pushed up, all they have to do is put siding on it. All right, so when it rains, it pours. In New England, in the middle of the winter, it sucks to work in cold. You never see this.
selecting the best appliance for your renovation can be a lot of work, and Cam Appliances is here to help. We have the largest selection of appliances in southeastern Massachusetts, and it's our pleasure to help you select the best appliance for you, your home, and your family. Right now, with Cafe Remodel Rewards, save up to $1,500 off via mail-in rebate with the purchase of a customizable Cafe Appliance Suite. All the newest features in one showroom. It's going to be so easy. Make your next appliance a Cam appliance.
Pella window designs. They're tested from -40 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit and subjected to wind-driven rain. They're even engineered to stop hurricane debris from penetrating your home. All with distinctive style. Pella windows and doors. Perfectly beautiful. For traditional to modern homes, choose our Architect Series wood windows, now with a limited lifetime warranty.
Mid-Cape Home Centers carries a large variety of Geldwin doors
including fiberglass exterior doors.
that are built to withstand the rigors of our coastal climate. To learn more,
Go where the pros go for experience that builds. Mid-Cape Home Centers. Quick, reliable orders and deliveries are hallmarks of Mid-Cape Home Centers.
Along with quality brands like Geldwin fiberglass doors.
Aurora fiberglass doors that can be customized for any home. To learn more, go where the pros go for experience that builds. Mid-Cape Home Centers.
Big day here at Gardner Street. We've got insulators here. We'll get our insulation inspection next week. So we're finally at the point where this is starting to move along, which is great because it's costing me money every day. So tell me, Johnny, what are you guys doing?
We're doing the fiberglass.
The fiberglass?
Yeah, which is the walls, which is 2x6. We're putting the thermal fiber, which is soundproof for the bathroom walls and the laundry room.
Yeah, so the thermal fiber is that Ruxol, like fireproof and soundproof stuff, right? We do that around the bathrooms and the laundry rooms to try to reduce noise, so if you're taking a shower, you don't hear it in the bathroom. The ceilings will get spray foam, right?
Spray foam, yeah, which is open cell.
Open cell is much more cost effective. It goes faster. You can fill big areas with it quicker, and you get a good R value with it. For those of you in California who potentially could see this at some point, you never see this. This is actually, they've got a heater, big kerosene heater on the back of the truck blowing heat into the place because in New England, in the middle of the winter, it sucks to work in cold. So it's a great way to warm the place up and make it more comfortable for the guys all day. All right, so I just got off the phone with Mad Dog Demo. They sent their guys over to strip this shed in the back of the house, which they did a very nice job in the siding, but clearly there's still a roof on it and there's still stuff on the front.
Yeah, I'll just send them back down there tomorrow and let them bag it all out.
Okay.
I got Riles coming back there to take a look at what you need.
Okay, fine. I'll be here for the next hour or two. So
I'm going to have Riles swing over there, make sure he goes over with you. Then that way everything's all set.
now they got to come back. I texted him what I needed, and of course it got lost in translation. It's always something. Long story short, it's a freestanding external garage that we have in the back of Gardner that I don't really want to get rid of because it's really useful, and once we put new siding and trim on it, it's going to look great. So yeah, I texted Bob last night with very clear instruction. Basically, there's a bunch of rot on the back in the roof that we need to fix. The doors go, all the siding goes, the trim is, I mean, pretty shot, so just it all goes. So we got to get the roof stripped, get the front stripped, and then in here, the only thing I'm keeping is the garage door and this barn board, which I'm gonna make my signs out of. Be careful over in here, it's rotten. Over in there, it's rotten. So just be careful walking up there. Everything else, and the shingles you can, and those two cans. But like the windows and that piece of 2x10, this stuff here, these bulbs up top here, just make it all go away. He said that he did not read the text properly. So,
he had company over last night, TJ.
All right, so when it rains, it pours. We've got everybody under the sun showing up, and now my propane guy shows up, unexpected. Yo! So you show up on literally the most busy moment of the week.
No problem.
Do you want to try to get him in today?
No, that's no problem.
You sure?
That'd be good.
You just set him right on the ground?
No, I have a concrete base.
Okay. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, so it's just a simple round concrete base.
Yep.
So I think if you come back like Monday, Tuesday, it'll be fine.
All right.
Thanks, man.
All right.
See you later.
All right, see ya.
So we're here today backfilling our footings. My brother Jason came up from Connecticut, and the goal is to take this clean sand and we're gonna backfill the inside of the footings and get it prepped so that they can come in tomorrow and start forming up the walls. Every day that goes by is costing money, so we gotta get the walls up and poured. This is the day we've been waiting for. Building permit for Hersey Street. Now we can actually pour foundation legally. Excited to have these guys doing this today. It's been a challenge with Mother Nature to get this thing to a point where we could put cement in it. So it's like total chaos right now. I love chaos, it means progress. So insulation's in. We did a mix of fiberglass insulation and closed and open cell insulation. We're psyched to see it in, we're psyched to see the sheetrock in. These guys started this morning and they've got the second floor almost wrapped up. I removed the fridge, I put in this LVL beam up high to support the second floor, and I created a nice big opening so that it made both rooms kind of connect visually. So I've checked the level in all directions, everything looks pretty good. I'm just gonna double check my shims, and I'm gonna screw it against the wall. This morning we had a little bit of drama over at Crow's Lane. We figured out that the ceiling joists of the second floor aren't gonna match in height with the old floor. I mean, what are we saving? Couple grand worth of cabinets and countertop.
Yeah.
It doesn't really make sense. They're cranking along. They've got the whole second floor framed. They've got a lot of the exterior trim on. They're installing windows and doors today. Lots of checks. On time means work gets done quickly. Heart of Oak is brought to you by Timberland Pro, always do, never done. By Pella Windows, perfectly beautiful. And by Cam Appliance, make your next appliance a Cam Appliance.